The Monterey Bay Aquarium is the designated Central Coast location for the rescue and rehabilitation of western snowy plovers. Amy Greenebaum, Associate Curator of Aviculture, explains how this conservation program works. This is your Aquarium of the Air.
We are the primary shorebird rehabilitation center for Monterey County, and our focus is mostly on our snowy plovers. The snowy plover, it's a small sparrow-sized shorebird, and it lives along the west coast. It's a sandy-colored back. It blends in very well to the beach, and a white belly with big round eyes. Their main protection out in the wild is camouflage, so that kind of works against them when dealing with us humans because we don't see them. Even their eggs are very speckled and sandy-colored, and so you can literally be right next to them without seeing them. Both parents incubate, but what's neat about the snowy plovers is the male raises them. So the female leaves once they hatch, and she'll go reclutch with another male. And so the dad stays behind, and he does all the chick rearing. 3 eggs is their average clutch size, and it takes about 27 to 28 days of an incubation period before they hatch. And once they hatch, they're mobile. They're up running around. The dad will lead them to food. Then it takes about 28 days before they can fly, and that's considered fledged. Biologists and the state parks folks really watch them carefully, and if they know eggs have been abandoned, then they're brought to us. And sometimes, due to the fact that they've been abandoned for a few days, they don't always hatch the way they should, and they often need assistance. And so I've gotten to actually very carefully help these little birds hatch out of their shell, which takes a long time and with tiny little tweezers, but it's fun, and especially the feeling of literally helped it hatch out of the shell to the point that I've been able to release it into the wild. And then to find out 2 years later, those birds have been seen breeding. It's extremely rewarding. All of our birds are banded. We work with point blue, so a biologist will come, usually around 5 days or so of age, and band them. So they're all uniquely identified, and we can tell how they're doing out in the wild once they're released. Once they are flighted, which is around 28 days or so, we give them a few extra days just to kind of master the flight. You can tell they have to practice to get kind of good at it. Once the birds are ready for release, we contact the biologists that we work with, and they know kind of the best area at the time because we look for other juveniles in the area, and then we just open up the door and out they go. I think this program is important because when you get to the level of endangered or threatened that this species is, every bird counts. Every bird that successfully is out there alive really does make a difference. And so every clutch that gets abandoned, that's 3 eggs right there. When you're down to, I think it's around 1,500 birds along the west coast, it matters. Each individual bird definitely matters to help this species survive.
To learn more about the Monterey Bay Aquarium's conservation programs, please visit montereybayaquarium.org. And my thanks to Amy Greenebaum. I'm Jerry Kay.